403 days. That's how long it's been since I put out a video telling resellers they don't have to list on eBay every day. I have not forced daily listings since. My store is very healthy and the sales, they're still coming in. Back on April 21st of 2025, I said daily listing wasn't a rule, and I've been proving it ever since. And look, a lot of you liked hearing it. You were tired of the pressure. I get it. You were glad somebody finally said it was okay to skip a day. Now, I'm not telling you to do nothing. I'm telling you the opposite. There's a smarter way to run your store, and most sellers are missing it because they're stuck with that daily number. My name is Damien Silva, and I'm an action strategist. I take you from intent to results. In today's video, I'm going to show you why daily listing pressure is hurting you, what actually keeps your store alive, and 6 things you can do to move product without listing new items. By the end of this video, you'll stop stressing about hitting that, daily quota, and you'll know exactly how to work your store like a real business. So let's get to it, because Resellutions gives you real solutions. Okay, here's the problem. Resellers have turned daily listing into some kind of, religious practice. You wake up and the first thought is, how many items do I have to list today? That's the wrong question. And there are 2 better ones that we're gonna get into a little later on. Then comes the day that you miss your goal. You feel like a total failure. You miss 2 days and you start doubting everything, whether you can even run this business at all. That pressure right there does not build a business. That pressure can break people. I've watched sellers burn out completely. They get tired of sourcing, shooting photos, measuring listing, and putting away inventory every single day until the grind is a whole job and the thing that they used to enjoy is just gone. And it gets worse. When you care more about hitting a number than buying good product, you start making terrible decisions. You buy trash just to have something to list. You stop asking the only questions that matter when you're buying, which are, will this make me money and how fast? Instead, you ask, will buying this get me to my listing goal? Those are 2 different stores, and one of them is much more profitable than the other. So why does this happen? Why do good resellers fall into this trap? Because somewhere along the way, somebody told you that listing equals success. List more, sell more. Seems logical enough. So why not follow it blindly without, asking any questions? Here's why it's not that simple. Listing is one activity. Your store is the whole business. When you treat one activity like it's the entire job, you ignore everything else that drives sales. You ignore the buyer who messaged you for measurements, the one, with money in hand, that you left on red because you were just busy listing. You ignore the 200 listings already sitting in your store with bad titles, bad prices, and even worse descriptions. Listings that could be selling right now if you just took the time to fix them. You ignore marketing, offers, sales, and promoting what you already have. Daily listing pressure tricks you into thinking you're working hard when really you're just working busy. Okay, let's talk about what this costs you. When all you care about is that shiny listing goal, your customer service goes out the window. A buyer asks a question and you just skip it. That's backwards because the customer already wants to buy, and answering one message can close a sale faster than 10 new listings. Your inventory also collects dust. New listings pile up on top of old ones with bad pics, wrong prices, missing item specifics, and weak titles, and the old ones never get touched. That's dead money sitting in your store. And I know that for a fact because I've run untouched listings through my personal AI lister, Bruce, and watched them sell within days of being optimized. The listing was always capable of selling. I just hadn't really worked on it. It always amazes me how comfortable we get watching our profits just take a hit. When you keep buying bad product to feed the eBay machine, you tie up cash in items nobody wants. That's money that could have gone toward one piece that actually sells. So you end up exhausted with a store full of crap that won't move, ignoring the buyers who were ready to pay you, and then have the audacity to say stupid shit like, eBay is dead. It's not dead. You were just chasing a number instead of working the entire business. And I know because I've been there, and that's exactly why I changed how I work my store. Here's the new rule, and I want you to write this down. Buy items that are in demand and will actually sell right now. That's it. because eBay doesn't pay you for listings. It pays you for sales. So stop asking, how many items do I have to list today? And start asking, am I working the store or just working? The answer can absolutely come from listing, of course, but only when it makes sense. When you've got desirable product with strong titles, clear photos, accurate pricing, and proper item specifics. Then, and only then, take the time to list it. Now, don't misunderstand. Daily listing will never hurt you when the product is actually good. But good doesn't mean you found something to list. It means you bought something that will actually sell for a profit and on a decent timeline. When you stop chasing a daily number, you get to slow down at the buy and ask the real questions. Will this item make me money? And how fast? Not, will this item fill a slot? One item bought for profit beats 10 items to hit a listing goal. And if that's what you need help with, knowing what to actually buy, I have a ton of videos like that on my channel. In fact, when you finish watching this, just click the recommendation on screen and it will take you to a video that only shows you items that sold within 7 days of listing. Those paid me fast, and that door isn't just open for me, it's open for you too. I'm not some Walter Mercado special guru chi magic 8-ball master. I'm a guy who has been at this for a long time, learned from all of his wins, and definitely learned from all of his mistakes. By the way, if you don't know the reference to Walter Mercado, Google it. He was freaking awesome. He's passed now. But hear me on this. Watching a video and getting hyped about products that sold in 7 days or less does not mean everything has to sell in 7 days or less. It won't, and that's okay. That's fine. Fast movers are the goal, but they're not the rule. What you want is a decent target. For me, a healthy target is moving product in around 90 days. But that works for me because I run a large enough store. About 1,400 listings on average, so that volume kind of carries it. You need to work out what makes sense for your store, not just copy my number or anyone else's for that matter. And do I have items that sit longer than 90 days? Absolutely. Every reseller does, and anyone who tells you different is sus. But that is my overall goal, and buying with a target in mind keeps you from loading up on stuff that just sits forever. And speaking of not buying stuff that sits forever and ever, here's a word of caution. Don't fall into the trap of only buying what people call long tail items. Those are pieces that eventually sell, and usually for big money for sure, but might take a year or two to find the right buyer. Look, if that's your thing and it makes you happy, go for it. Do that. Who the hell am I to tell you how to run your business? But it's not the smart way to build because your cash gets tied up for way too long. Money stuck in a listing for 2 years is money you can't reinvest in product that would have turned over 3 or 4 times. Aim for product that moves, set your target, and keep your cash working. Now, let me get back specifically to the myth that says that you have to list daily in order to be successful. And to be fair here, I'm going to give you both the pros and the cons because daily listing does really have both. Here's the upside. First, more good listings means more chances to sell. Every quality item you put up is definitely another shot at a buyer. Second, listing daily keeps your store fresh and active, and that activity really can help you grow. Third, daily listing builds a habit, and habits keep you consistent when motivation craps out, and it does for everyone. Now, here's the downside. First, daily listing pressure burns you out, and a burnt out seller makes bad decisions. Second, chasing a daily number pushes you to buy shitty product just to have something to list. Third, it steals your time from everything else that sells, like customer service, pricing, and cleaning up old listings. Do you see the pattern here? The pros all come from listing good product. The cons all come from forcing the daily listing goal. That's the whole game right there. Good product never hurts you. The listing goal does. So on the days you're not listing, you've got 6 other ways to work your store. Let me walk you through each one. Number 1, send offers. You've got watchers sitting on your listings right now. Don't let them sit there forever. If your profit margins allow it, send a reasonable offer and get that item sold. Watchers are buyers who haven't pulled the trigger yet. Give them a reason to. Number 2, end and sell similar on all of your old listings, but do not do it the lazy way. Before you relist anything, check the title, the price, the item specifics, the pictures, the description, and the shipping. The goal is not to refresh the listing just for the sake of doing the work. The goal is to improve it. A fresh bad listing with the same mistakes is still a bad listing. Number 3, answer your customer service questions. Respond fast. Answer questions about measurements, condition, shipping, bundles, and offers. And I know how much of a pain in the ass it is sometimes because some of our customers are just crazy people. But there are still customers that need those answers and are ready to buy. They have money in hand. A buyer asking a question is often one good answer away from actually buying your product. Ignoring them because you're busy listing makes no sense. The customer already has the money and wants to give it to you. Number 4, tweak your pricing. Look at all of your old listings and ask one honest question. Is this priced to sell or is it priced to sit? Maybe the market changed. Maybe, other sellers undercut you. Maybe the shipping makes the item look way too expensive. Maybe you priced it way too high. Whatever it is, fix it. Number 5, run sales, coupons, or discounts. You can move inventory you already have without listing anything new. Run a markdown sale, send a coupon, or offer some type of a discount. Now, don't do this in desperate mode and just give all of your profit away just because you want to sell, but sometimes buyers need a reason to act today instead of next month. Number 6, work your existing listings. You may not even need more listings. You may need better listings. Fix the titles, improve the photos, add the better item specifics, rewrite the bad descriptions, check the measurements, and fix the shipping. There's so much you can do. Make every listing easier for the buyer to find and easier for the buyer to trust. A store full of good, strong listings outsells a store full of trashy ones you rushed every single time. Look, you do not need to list every single day to be a serious eBay seller, but you do need to treat your store like a business. Put energy into it, improve it, price things right, take care of your customers, move your old inventory, and list good product when you have it. Listing is one way to work your store, but it's not the only way. Do not confuse being busy with building a better business. And remember, the goal is never just to list more. It is to sell better, and better starts with what you buy. Stop buying to fill a quota. Start buying for profit. That one change does more for your store than any daily number ever will. I've lived this myself since way before that April 2025 video. I have not listed daily and my sales have been just fine. So I can say now with even more confidence, stop letting a daily listing number run your whole business. List when you have good product, and when you don't list, work the store the way we just talked about. That's how you build a better eBay store without letting one daily task run your entire life. Because look, I don't know about you, but there's a whole lot of other things I'd rather be doing. And that's it, everybody. To continue supporting the channel, you can always buy the Resellutions to add value to the photos you're already taking. Better photos means better sales, plain and simple. With the Resellutions, you can point out flaws, features, and benefits so that the customer sees what you want them to see. You can also click the join button down below and join us as a Posse member for less than gas station coffee and get access to a whole bunch of videos that no one else has access to. Plus, right now, if you sign up as a top tier member, you get access to Bruce. He is that AI lister that I mentioned earlier, which works on ChatGPT. So if you're already paying for ChatGPT, this is a great add-on. And what Bruce does is that he helps you build better titles, better descriptions, and better listings overall using just 2 photos. That's it. As always, give this video a like, share this with anyone that needs to see it, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already so you don't miss out some videos like this. See you in the next one. Peace and cheers, everybody. Woo! For those of you that are on the brink, for those of you that are maybe wanting to quit, if you have slow sales, seriously, just start there. Start with buying better product, work your store. Don't just buy shit just to buy shit, because then you're tying up your cash and then you run out of cash and you run out of motivation, and then that's why you want to quit. Try that first and then do whatever you want.